If I told you there's a fruit that laughs at minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit winters, produces for decades, needs less fuss than strawberries, and is packed with flavor and nutrition, you'd probably think I'm exaggerating. I did too, until I grew it. Let me introduce you to honeyberry, also known as haskap. And honestly, I still can't believe more gardeners don't know about it. Here on Rootshaven Grounds, we're always looking for plants that give more and demand less. Honeyberry checks every box. It's one of those rare crops that feels like a secret, the kind you wish someone had told you about years ago. The berry that outlives your strawberry patch. Strawberries are great, we all love them, but let's be honest, most strawberry beds start declining after 3 to 5 years. You're replanting, dividing runners, fighting disease buildup, and constantly renewing the patch. Honeyberry is a completely different story. A well-established honeyberry bush can produce for 30 to 40 years in the same spot. That's not hype. These are long-lived shrubs, more like blueberries than strawberries in their growth habit. Plant them once, and you could be harvesting from the same bushes decades from now. That kind of longevity changes how you think about your garden. This isn't a short-term crop, it's an investment in your future harvests. Built for brutal cold, down to minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit. If you garden in a cold climate, you know the heartbreak of winter dieback. Some years your plants survive, some years, not so much. Honeyberry doesn't just tolerate cold, it thrives in it. These plants evolved in harsh northern regions of Russia, Japan, and northern Canada. Temperatures that would wipe out most fruit crops barely faze them. Dormant plants can handle temperatures as low as minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit, and their early spring flowers can take light frosts that would ruin other berry blossoms. That means reliable harvests in places where peaches, cherries, and even some blueberries struggle. If you've ever said, "I wish I could grow more fruit here," honeyberry might be your answer. One of my favorite things about honeyberry is timing. These berries ripen before strawberries, often becoming the first fruit of the season. While most of your garden is still waking up, honeyberries are already turning deep blue and ready to pick. That early harvest is a big deal. It really spreads out your workload, extends your fresh fruit season, and gives you something exciting to look forward to after a long winter. There's just something magical about eating homegrown berries when the rest of the garden is barely getting started. So, what do honeyberries taste like? The flavor is where people get curious. Honeyberries look kinda like elongated blueberries, but honestly, the taste is more complex. Think blueberry meets raspberry with a hint of black currant mixed in there. Some varieties are sweet tart, and others lean sweeter when they're fully ripe. The key is patience. Hurry the stoner nuts in proven. In shown in story and door and stower and scour here go. In shower, I go and scouring for powder deal with yawning. And breeder ovary and jowver. And honeyberries can be a little sharp, but if you wait for them to fully ripen, they're rich and delicious. They're fantastic fresh, but they really shine in the kitchen. Honeyberries make incredible jams, syrup, pies, smoothies, and even wine. The deep purple juice is loaded with antioxidants, often higher than blueberries. So you're not just getting an easy plant, you're getting serious nutrition too. Easier than strawberries in so many ways. Strawberries can be high maintenance, slugs, rot, overcrowding, runners everywhere. You know the story. Honeyberry bushes are much simpler. They grow as tidy shrubs, usually 3 to 6 feet tall, with no aggressive spreading, no runners taking over your beds, no constant replanting. Once established, they're surprisingly low maintenance and relatively pest-resistant compared to many fruits. Birds will definitely notice the berries though. If you want a good harvest, netting may be necessary, but honestly, that's a good problem. It means your plants are producing well. How to grow honeyberries successfully. If you can grow currants or blueberries, you can grow honeyberries. They aren't fussy, but a few key things will set you up for decades of success. Honeyberries prefer full sun, though they tolerate partial shade. More sun generally means more fruit. They like well-drained soil and do best in slightly acidic to neutral conditions, but they're more forgiving than blueberries when it comes to soil pH. One important thing, you need at least 2 different varieties for good pollination. Honeyberries are not self-fertile. Plant compatible varieties that bloom at the same time, and you'll see much heavier fruit set. Water them regularly during their first couple of years while they establish. After that, they're fairly drought tolerant, though consistent moisture during fruiting improves berry size and yield. Mulching around the base helps keep roots cool and moist, and it reduces weeds. A simple layer of wood chips or straw works beautifully. So, pruning for long-term productivity is actually a bit different with honeyberries. Unlike strawberries, which, need to be constantly renewed, honeyberries just need a little occasional pruning. For the first few years, you'll want to just let the bush grow and really establish its shape. After that, you'll want to remove a few of the oldest stems every year, just to encourage new growth. Fruit production is definitely strongest on younger wood, so this kind of approach keeps the plant productive and balanced. Think of it like pruning a currant or gooseberry bush. It's honestly not complicated at all, and you only have to do it once a year. Honeyberries are just perfect for small gardens and food forests. Since they grow as shrubs, they fit beautifully into edible landscapes, making them a super versatile choice for gardeners. You can use honeyberries as part of a hedge, mix them into a food forest, or plant them right along a fence line. They're ornamental too, with these soft green leaves and early spring flowers that really help support pollinators when, honestly, not much else is blooming. For small gardens, their vertical growth is a big advantage. Instead of crawling across beds like strawberries, honeyberries make efficient use of space, which is just awesome if you're working with limited room. Why aren't more people growing them? Honestly, it mostly comes down to just a lack of awareness. Strawberries have been household favorites for generations. Honeyberries, though, are still newcomers in a lot of regions, and garden centers don't always stock them. But that's changing as more and more gardeners discover just how tough and productive they really are. Another reason is expectation. Folks often pick them too early, taste a tart berry, and get disappointed. But once you learn to wait until they're fully ripe, usually when they almost fall right into your hand, the flavor is completely different. This is one of those plants that, really rewards patience and understanding. What I love most about honeyberry is the long-term mindset it encourages. It's honestly a legacy plant for future harvests. You're not planning for just this season, you're planning for the next 10, 20, even 40 years. Imagine, walking into your garden decades from now and still harvesting from the same bushes you planted today. That's powerful. That's resilience. That's the kind of gardening that Rootshaven Grounds is all about. If you're tired of replanting strawberries, battling winter losses, or wishing your growing season started earlier, honeyberry deserves a spot in your garden. It's tough, generous, and surprisingly delicious. A rare combination in the plant world. Give it a try. And honestly, you might find yourself wondering the same thing I did. Why didn't I know about this sooner? If you found this helpful and want more practical, real-world gardening tips like this, make sure you're subscribed to Rootshaven Grounds. Share this with a fellow gardener who needs a hardy, low-maintenance fruit in their life, and let's keep growing smarter together.